most importantly, how are you? How are you in yourself? It is the end of the working week. Well, I hope it is for you already. I know it is for me. Currently sat in the garden, Hawaiian shirt, chilling out, and there's a really bright thing up there in the sky. Living in the UK, I don't even know what you call that thing, but yeah, it is out. It is doing its thing, and let's just hope, man, that is a sign of things to come over the course of this weekend. So, if you are unfamiliar with me, some people know me as the Grom, some people know me as all sorts of things in between, but I go by the alias of the 30-year-old Grom on YouTube and across other social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So you can find me on all of those things. I currently just decided to jump on here and do a live because I've just officially, after being a member of Twitter since 2018, decided I'd be brave enough, crazy enough, and just out there enough to go live on Twitter. I'd mentioned it earlier on in the course of the week that I was thinking about doing it, and you know what? I'd done it. So yeah, just a little bit crazy. Get out of the comfort zone and try it. You know, why not? Share some Aloha vibes and just get stoked up for the Friday night live, because yes, guys and girls, tonight 10:45 p.m. GMT there will be a Friday night live, so get ready for that. I hope you've already got your brewed coffee ready, lined up, ground, and hopefully you've already had the awesomeness to be able to check out of work and check into the weekend, because let's just say I think everybody needs it. Things currently in let's just say the pale blue dot that we live on is a little bit gnarly, and just getting gnarlier by the day. So whatever it is that you can do in your day to day to just check out from the madness, tune into yourself, and find a little bit of relax and I don't know, just a vibe, is all good for the body and the soul. So this is only going to be a short one unless loads of people jump in and the live goes incredibly crazy, which I very much doubt it. But I just wanted to mention tonight's vlog is discussing the relationship that there is between success and failure. It's so easy to view those two words as such polar opposites. They're like complete ends of one spectrum. However, it's become apparent to me that they go hand in hand, and as much as they are kind of opposite ends of the spectrum, you need to fail before you succeed, and there is a highly likely possibility that if you are succeeding, there is a big chance of failing. I've seen a lot of videos covering it on YouTube just recently in regards to quotes from Michael Jordan, quotes from Kobe Bryant, and so many professionals and podcasters and influencers alike, where they will mention how many times they failed until there is any sign of success, which I think also success is a very subjective and individual thing, because there are individuals out there where just they are so humbled, so just easygoing, that success for them is already attained. There's nothing greater in life other than living, breathing, and being aware and in the moment, and that is cool. However, if you are one of those people, like so many humans, that just want that little bit more, there is nothing wrong with that. The only way that you can get out there and do that is to be persistent, keep pushing towards whatever it is you want to achieve, and no matter how many knockbacks, no matter how many failures, keep pushing. Maybe you might have to just alter the course slightly, you might have to change direction, you might even lose interest in the direction that you were heading, but as long as you're persistent in what you're doing, and if you have a passion for what you're doing, it helps tenfold, maybe even 100-fold, just due to the fact that if you have an underlying passion in whatever pursuit it is in this life that you're going after, it's going to make it easier. It's not going to make it fast-tracked. You might be one of the lucky ones, but there is no such thing as an overnight hit. It's very true when people say that success point is just merely the tip of the iceberg, and the amount of work that lies under the surface of the water is unreal. I would like to consider that I myself have tried to put in as much hard work as I can into what I do, whether it was while I was making music and producing music, or whether it was making edits for YouTube. I try my best to mostly sit back at the end of the day and say I was happy with what I'd done, and that I was kind of confident in that I'd done what I did to the best of my capabilities. And I think that if you can continue that mantra through everything that you do, you might not necessarily guarantee success, but it will guarantee the fact that when you get to the end of whatever journey you're on, you can at least put your hand on your heart and you said you've done the very best that you could, and you just didn't quit for the sake of quitting. Which also leads to another kind of gnarly thought, which is, what is the fundamentals between actually quitting something before it was seen to be finished or close to finishing, and what is giving up at the last hurdle? Now, I'll leave you to decide that one, because I think, again, it's very subjective, and it all depends on whether it's monetary gain, whether you're trying to gain experience in a certain sector, or whether it is you're just getting after it and you just want to kind of take over the world. Who knows? That is down to you. All I will say is that things seem to be the hardest, or you tend to struggle the most, when you're getting closer to achieving something that you were pushing forwards to. I've had this multitude of times happen to me, and when I've been pushing hard and I've been doing the very best that I can do for a substantial amount of time, and then I start feeling like I'm hitting a wall, almost like a runner that would be doing a marathon, and you know you've just got that last, I don't know, mile to go, 2 miles to go, is when it gets the hardest. And it's like the 100 yards. That last 100 yards is almost like the bit where you just feel like you want to quit. Only you know if it's something that you've fallen out of love with, or if it is the wrong door that you're trying to open. But regardless of what you do, again, going back to what I just said in relation to, if you've given it your all and done the very best that you can, what more can you say? Nobody has to prove anything to you other than you proving something to yourself. And if you've proved that, then it's fine to just change your mind and maybe take up something different, or move in a different direction to try to achieve the same goal that you set out with. That's not quitting. Gnarly little thoughts for you on a Friday, but if you're kind of enjoying that kind of vibe, I would highly recommend that you tune into the daily vlogs. I am far from an awesome storyteller, I am far from a philosopher, and I sure as hell know absolutely nothing. So all I can ever do is voice my thoughts as much as you would write something down in a daily diary. And maybe if that connects with you, then maybe you might enjoy the vlogs. So if you've not tried them, check the channel out. As I say, tune in tonight, 10:45, to detach from the working week, tune into the weekend, and just get a little bit of a vibe on. The live community that kind of gets in there and gets in the live chat absolutely make an awesome addition to the show, because the live chat is just something else, and the people that get in there, full of humor, full of like just awesome respect, love, openness, and good vibes. So if you do drop by the show, be sure to drop into the live chat, introduce yourself, say what's up, and I'll try my very best to acknowledge your appearance, and maybe even give you a little shout out on the show. So who knows? Apart from that, let me know if you're in the live chat currently. Where are you at? Have you finished work for the day? Are you sat back, chilling out, relaxing, or have you got that little last hour to push on through? Where are you in the world as well? Because that's always an important thing. It's very easy to just take perspective of life from one position, which is the backyard in the grand old UK, as we like to call it. Most importantly, you've got to have a coffee, and you've got to catch a vibe, man. I'm hoping that the weather is good wherever you are. I hope that the universe is treating you well wherever you are. I'm seeing little love hearts blowing up, but my live chat, highlight save channel, unlisted video in the last 5 minutes. So where's the chat? Top chats, let's go. Oi oi Cockney Buddha. So I'm glad to see that the chat, it was closed for some stupid reason, so I don't think I've missed anything. Dude, awesome to have you join in. There's been a few people dropping in and out, so if you weren't here when it started, Mr. Legendary Cockney Buddha, I was talking about the polar opposites that are success and failure, but the fact that each of those go hand in hand. And I was just trying to make a point of tonight's vlog that will be up at 6 p.m. GMT is going to go into that, and it'd be interesting to see what your vibes and your takes are on that. So please feel free to get in the comments and blow that up. Awesome to have the legendary Chris Avery drop in as well, dude. I hope the week's treated you well. Hope you're in a good vibe. I hope you're looking forward to the weekend ahead. If you got plans, man, let us know, because it's been a while for sure. Change of time. Now 6 p.m. man, we're back on the good old-fashioned 5 hours behind, I believe, where you're at. So our clocks have caught up with your clocks and everything is good. I hope you got coffee on the breeze, man. Right. So if you're tuned in now and you missed the first little while, basically I jumped on here just because I didn't want to leave out my my amazing YouTube community, because guess what? I just went live on Twitter. Like, what? Living the dream, man. Jack shit plan for the weekend. Sounds like a good weekend, right? Yeah, dude. Sometimes the unplanned ones are the best. I don't even know what my plans are, but I'm sure somebody will make plans for me. I do know that I am absolutely I'm going to be chilling tomorrow and hooking up with a friend that I haven't seen for a while. So, dude, you're going to have to jump on that catch-up list real soon, because it's been a while. But, yeah, man, so I just literally jumped on a live on Twitter because I thought, you know what? I'm going to be crazy. I'm going to jump outside my comfort zone. I've done lives on YouTube before. I've done a live on Instagram this week. Let's get on Twitter. Let's go live. Let's get crazy. And, I don't know, show my face and show the fact that I exist and that I look like a Fruit Loop with long hair and a Hawaiian shirt. And the vibe is real. And share a little bit of that, like, Aloha spirit. So, yeah, if you're on Twitter, go and check it out, man. Go and show some love. Share it about, because the Grom needs you. The Grom needs your help, guys and girls, to spread the word. There's no such thing as bad publicity, but there is definitely a case and a need for people to spread the word and spread the vibe. Because let's just say this, there is only so many hours in a day, and there is just only so many posts that one human being can share without it just seeming like he's a complete douchebag, for want of a better way of putting it. If you didn't know and you live in the UK, that is what we like to call the sun, and it is, I believe, giving you some gnarly Friday information, the biggest star in our universe. Galaxy, something like that. That's probably lies, but hey, man, fake news. So there was a few people jump in then, and then they got alienated and went, but never mind. We try not to alienate anyone here. One thing I do want to ask before I go is, when is the legendary Cockney Buddha going to jump on a vertical live and see how many people he gets? Or when's he going to go live on Twitter? That's another gnarly thought. I reckon you should do it. I think Mr. Chris Avery should start up a Twitch channel as well. Or at least a YouTube channel about gaming. Because everybody's doing that, man. You make a killing, bro. Seriously. If, let's just say, if certain individuals of the human race can lay in bed and sleep and get more views than I'll ever have on my YouTube channel in like one live stream on YouTube, what you got to lose, man? I was thinking, I don't know which way I might take the vertical streams. I don't know whether it's watching the washing machine do a cycle, or watching paint dry. It's got to be something to try, right? No, I don't have the balls to do what you do, mate. Fair enough. You ain't got to have balls. You just got to be slightly mental, dude. Yeah, Chris. Get a soundboard. Get the gaming going. Seriously, I would. I'd be down for that. I'd be down for helping you out, getting on like a little gamers feed, a little Twitch number, something like that. I'm awful at playing games, but hey, man, I'll do the editing, producer kind of side of things for you. How's it going, Mr. Dave Usan? You legendary little sausage, you. How the blooming devil are you? You ready and rocking and rolling for the weekend ahead? So I'll reiterate and say it again for you, Mr. Dave. Check me out, dude. Check your Twitter feed. I've just done a live on Twitter. Yeah, dude. I'll check out the lady in the background. Full-blown Aloha vibes. Dude, so I hope you are all ready for a Friday night live. The show notes are already printed off. The glasses are lined up, and yeah, man, we might even have a little bit of a show for you. Unfortunately, as you are the people that tune in and you support me as much as you do, and you're even here now on this live, I had a guest lined up, but unfortunately the guest has pulled out because they're off doing something better. But if all goes well, the guest will be back and will be on next weekend. So I know that you've put up with my lovely face for a few weeks without a guest, but yeah, we'll have one on next week, don't worry. It's pretty good as one as well. It's a first, actually, which I'm quite impressed with, so I'm looking forward to it. Gromster's on a roll. Yeah, check me out, dude. So I've done a live on Twitter this week. I've done a live on Instagram this week. And I've done more than one live on YouTube. Check me out, man. Smashing that live game. Not doing very great at it, but we're doing it. We're getting out the comfort zone. We're getting streaming on platforms that I'm not particularly heavy in the game on. But what else you got to do, man? Just got to do what you got to do to try to get the message out. Spread it as far and wide as you can. But yet still try to keep a little bit of sanity along the way. So I went full story mode on yesterday's vlog. So the vlog that will be going up tonight at 6 p.m. I tried to get a little bit like full storyteller, Casey Neistat. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the comment section says under the video by about tomorrow afternoon, and see if anybody's like, actually, yeah, you went heavy on the thought. Or if you're just like, why are you trying to be someone you're not, Mark? Who knows, man? All I know is that I came away from it feeling like, well, I done as best as I can with what I had. And I wouldn't go as far as saying that I was happy with the situation, but nevertheless, I was content. And that, I think, is my key word moving forwards. So, yeah, it's not about success. It's not about winning or failing. It's just merely about being content with the effort that you put in. And as without trying to steal Cockney Buddha's vibe, always learning, man. I know that I love to coin the phrase, I know nothing. Because I do, man. I know absolutely nothing. And I just plan on being forever learning. And I see an awesome clip of the legendary, the GOAT himself, Mr. Kobe Bryant. When asked, this message is held for review. Let's review the message. Hurry up and get over here. Let's bang some shit out. Show that one, baby. Let's go. Show it. Another moderator just handled this. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. I hope that's showing up in the comments. Check me out. We're getting like somebody to moderate. So, yeah, it kind of knocked my train of thought. I was getting a comment that's saying this message is being held for a review. That's pretty gnarly. Yeah, I see a legendary clip from the one and only Mr. Kobe Bryant. When asked by a reporter, there's two kinds of players. There's players that go out there to win and are good at winning, and then there's players that go out to try to win but inevitably lose and don't like losing. Which one are you? I think it was something like that. And he said, I'm neither. I'm right bang in the middle. I don't go out there with a winner's attitude. I don't go out there with a loser's attitude. I don't go out there with all of the focus heaped on the fact that I have to perform to some incredible level to be the winner, to take the trophy. I just go out there, I act in the moment, and I'm always going out there to learn. And I was just like, yeah, that's gnarly, brother. That, my friend, is a winner's attitude. So kind of tying back to what I was saying in regards to success and failure, or actually not even that, and just being content. And I think one of the most important things that you can do with any of this, and this goes into so many different aspects of your life, whether it's your career, whether it's your relationships, whether it's your hobbies, or whether it's just your individual like well-being and trying to like improve yourself. If you can work towards being content with the effort that you've put in, nobody else can judge that other than yourself. So it don't really matter, does it? As long as you've gone out there and you've done everything that you have in your capabilities, you've prepared as much as you can, put in as much as you can, then it was either meant to be or it wasn't. And it either works out or it don't. But then the difference is, I think, and I say this in the video that's going up tonight, how can we even begin to measure success? How can we even begin to measure our own success until the story is fully written? Because kind of jumping or piggybacking off of the graffiti, the Machine Studios podcast, where it was entitled "The Good Old Days," and the gentleman on there, the legendary Bus, was talking about the good old days. And in fact, how do we not know that even now we are not living in the good old days? It's been on 20 years and you might turn back and look at this part of your life, wherever it is that you are and whatever it is you're trying to push towards. You will look back then and go, these were the good old days. So I'm hoping wherever you are, you're living in the future's good old days, and you ain't struggling, you're not dealing with anything too headacheish, and yeah, man, all the best, all the vibes. Right, we got some more comments that are being blocked. What you lot going on about in the comment section? Let's bang some shit out. Testing 1 2 3. Let's show that bad boy. Why hasn't another moderator handled this? Another moderator has just handled this. Oh yeah. Today will be a good old days at some point. Exactly that, Mr. Cogdy Buddha. Exactly that, dude. The only way that it won't is if you're going through some gnarly stuff, but it's always a point of perspective, isn't it? So I feel like even with this idea of success and failure, you really don't know how much of a success you are going to be, or inevitably, in the same breath, you don't know how much of a failure you're going to be. So until the story's fully written and there ain't nothing more to put in the book, you really don't know where you got to. And then also that is very subjective to each individual in regards to what they think of their own success. Because one phrase that I've coined a lot recently and I love to bits is the fact that comparison is the thief of joy. And that is some heavy thought to get your head around. And I know I'm personally responsible for doing it, and I do it on the daily, and I do it in so many different avenues and ways that it hurts, that I sit and I compare myself, and I compare myself to, I don't know how many people are in the world at the minute. I don't know what the number is. I bet it's something stupid like 8 billion people. And it's so easy to sit in one spot on your little couch, scroll the internet, and all of a sudden make a comparison where you're like stepping yourself up against comparing that with 8 billion people in the planet, you know? And it's just not healthy, man. But I do it, and I'm guilty of doing it. And sometimes that gets me real hard, where I kind of think, I wish I was doing better in my own personal growth. I wish I was doing better in my own personal fitness. I wish I was doing better in my movie production, in my editing, in my presenting skills, in my daily job, in my finances, in my hobbies, and the list goes on, because you can always find somebody in this world that is better than you at everything. So if you go on the internet, man, you can find yourself someone better at you at just being you. You know, like, damn, even AI can do probably a better job of being me than me these days. So stay away from the comparison, man. Just remember, you are one of a kind in this universe. No matter how much you want to be like somebody else is sat looking at you, and your story is their dream. And that's another heavy little thought to get your head around. So yeah, just try to find that humility in life. Don't compare yourself to others. If anything, spend a lot of time perfecting your own growth in regards to exercise, well-being, mental toughness. Learn every single day, and just don't let people surpass you because you feel like they've surpassed you. Concentrate on yourself. Concentrate on the things that bring you joy in each day. Get out there and get after it. 5 people in the stream, man, that's pretty gnarly. So yeah, appreciate you all taking the time out of your lives to tune in to me, all looking like something. Check this out though. So, heavy claim, it's an animal Hawaiian, It's a freshie. Guess how much the Grom paid for it? I'll give you a countdown, sort of. How much do you think the Grom paid for this shirt, dude? It's even got like animal on the buttons and stuff. £4. You tight-fisted. It was, dude. £5 in the charity shop, brother. All the way from the legendary East Wittering. So, yeah, man. Maybe I told you that, and maybe you're just calling me out on a live. But yeah, the vibe's good. Coffee. Trying to bring the Aloha. And I'm going to be working on something this weekend, because there's an idea that's been roaming around in my head for quite some time that I wanted to put on a t-shirt. And I think it's going to happen this weekend, so stay tuned for that one. It'll probably be in like Sunday or Monday's vlog, depending on which day that I decide to pull my finger out and get after it. So we're going to do that horrible YouTube stuff. We're going to say, if you are currently watching this live and you feel like you are getting value from this, or this is the kind of content that you want to see more of in the future, please hit the like, leave a comment saying we want to see more of you talking absolute madness on a Friday. And most importantly, man, if you haven't already, go and smash the subscribe button. I'm going to try this, and I'm going to try this again on a live tonight. Now, I see something the other day where somebody was on a live, and let's see if this works. If it works, it'll be awesome. If it don't, so if you do this, it didn't work, dude. Somebody done that on a live the other day, put their thumbs up, and like little confettis and streamers come off. So I'm going to try that on the Friday night live tonight. So you'll have to tune in. Maybe I'll just end up sitting there with like a stupid look on my face as normal, trying to make it work. Somebody else also said that if I say like or subscribe, it should, if you haven't already, make the subscribe button like shimmer or like go twinkly or something. You'll have to let me know in the comments below if that actually worked or not, because yeah, it didn't seem to do anything my end. Maybe it done something your end if you were watching it, but I was just sat there watching it, and the guy put the double thumbs up, and there was like confetti and streamers go off in the background. I was like, and it was just on the screen, so nothing like a bit of twinkle. Yeah, too bloody right. We were all once just a twinkle in our father's eye. Maybe an evil twinkle, but who knows. So yeah, man. Anyway, the vibes are good. Sorry to have kept you so long. I hope you did get a little something out of this live stream. And as I said just before, please, I don't like to ask too much, but share, tell a friend to tell a friend, and most importantly, get out there, get after it, stay focused, stay positive, keep improving yourselves, and until next time, man, have a good one. I'll see you 10:45.